Hi guys. So feminine embodiment really took some time to dig through this week. It was crazy. So let's get started here, okay? Yeah, it's the 12th. And yesterday, Mercury conjunct with Pluto, right? And on the 14th, Mercury enters Aquarius. And so I really want you to know that this is a time to start speaking out about what you want to come together, what you want to come into fruition for you. Okay, sound, they are telling me, is very powerful, okay, during this transit, and spoken dreams, okay, even spoken nightmares can come into fruition in this sort of energy. So be very aware over the next few days as to the energy you're putting into your words. Okay, this is the time they said to be clear. The 16th, Venus conjuncts Mars, and your inner feminine stands in this Emperor's energy. Okay, power, passion, love, libido. Jupiter sextiles Uranus on the 17th, and they're telling me the Queen is bringing in the big guns, okay, for a breakthrough of the glass ceiling. In love, in communication, in every way you can possibly become a fire starter. And I love that that came through because in my journey this morning, Spirit, I was asking Spirit, and I would recommend that you do this later in meditation, right? Like, who am I in my heart? And what do I need to do to love myself more? And what Spirit told me is, in my heart, I am fire. Okay, I am fire. I am a fire starter. All right. And they said, that's beautiful, right? Because you're creative and you're passionate. Okay. But fire also, right, is ragey and can burn things to the ground. So it's important, right? Get clear about that within yourself. The 18th, the sun enters Pisces. Welcome to Pisces season for those of you that are Pisces or have heavy Pisces in your chart. Again, right, let's talk about the full moon here in Leo. It's on the 16th, right, at 8:56 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Zone. For someone, if you are in Central Time Zone, it might be Eastern Time Zone, it may be 5:56. Why I'm hearing that. Okay, but we are expressing the truth of the heart and emotions, but you glow with these water codes. This is why the cacao ceremony became so important at this time. So the full moon is going to have a very bright star next to it. That star is Regulus. Okay, and Regulus is the eye of the lion. Okay, the Leo constellation. And it's also one of 4-star guardians. They call them the 4 guardians or the royal stars. Regulus is the watcher of the north, aligned to Angel Raphael. Okay, I had the bear come up in a reading earlier today. The bear is the energy of the north. Okay, so maybe you are working with the bear spirit animal right now. Raphael is working hand in hand with Archangel Ariel, who is bringing in all of the directions though, okay? Because in her energetic container, she has all of those directions and she's birthing in this new world. Raphael is the most powerful healer though, as far as angels go. And so coming together with Ariel, you're healing your body, your mind, your spirit, your heart, and even those pieces of your soul that you are trying to reclaim. Have compassion for yourself. Somebody said today earlier, I wrote it down, okay? Where did I put it? Did I put it here? Where did I put it? Maybe I didn't. But compassion is love, okay? Compassion is the most important part of self-love, is having that compassion for yourself. So are you seeing sparks of green? Okay, if you're seeing little sparks of green, or when you close your eyes, if you're seeing that green tones, know that Raphael is near. If you're seeing funny license plates, Raphael loves that. Funny license plates, okay? If you're seeing readings that are just comical to you and you're like, oh my gosh, that is so funny, right? Like this is Raphael sending you messages. You might also be getting messages of music, okay, coming into your mind, really loud ringing. So what came to me was the song Africa by Toto. And I was told, right? Seek to cure what's deep inside. Follow the reins to open your heart to that which you love most. Okay. So let's go ahead and move into this channeled message. And when we come back in a minute, all right, after we go through that part in our journey, then I will do a reading. All right. Much love, guys. See you in a second. The dove brings the light to the feminine. She looks up, she sees the blue and the white and the gray through the clouds, the storm clouds approaching. As she looks ahead, the shaman takes her hand and says, "Come with me." They walk. They're on the stones. An ancient volcano, but it is surrounded by ice and pools of hot water. I'm reminded of Iceland. The white eagle comes in and sits in front of us. He shows us the wolf at the door. The wolf becomes a dinosaur, a relic of the past. They keep walking. He moves in and out of timelines, working in multiple dimensions with other parts of yourself. We reach the top where he says, jump into the volcano. The thunder strikes and the rain starts to pour. You're falling. You grasp a branch, not wanting to fall. It breaks. You keep falling. You feel cold. It seems like the fall is endless. And then you are light like a feather, slowing gracefully as you find yourself at the bottom. You can see and hear the storm above, but you are out of it, protected within this ancient mountain core. let out a sigh. You can feel the shift of the energy within the mountain. Out comes she, the greatest shaman. She takes your hand and leads you deeper into the mountain. She's taking you to the raven. As you sit there, the raven stares at you and delivers the message. Where have you hidden your magic? And now we journey. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Stretch your arms, bring life back into your toes, reconnect with your body. Take a moment to pause, write in your journal any feelings, anything you saw, anything that you felt, any colors. There is no wrong part of journeying. And then continue on with the rest of the video. All right, guys, let's get this going. I honestly cannot stop hearing, I felt the rains down in Africa. I was in a torrential downpour earlier today in my journey after I, realized about being the fire. My inner child took me into a forest and it just poured on me. And I realized I need balance, okay? A lot of us need balance between our passion and our emotions, okay? So what does the collective here need to know, okay? What do you need to know about the feminine embodiment here? Okay, we all have feminine parts. Going into a week of love, the Empress is strong, okay? So, let's see here, all right? Very interesting. So, it's really interesting, 9 of Fire here, but the way it really shows up is very much about the strength of those that are loyal to you, okay? Guard yourself around what doesn't serve you. Call in those that you can trust, okay? The Empress in reverse with the Devil in reverse. Okay, I do feel like the feminine is tired, okay? Especially even with the inner masculine, with having that sort of self-sabotaging, it's an energy of holding back, okay? And the feminine doesn't want to nurture that anymore. Okay, 10 of Swords, right? The record keeper says, I've been keeping track of this. I've been keeping score. And emotionally, this has hurt more than it has helped. Even though the wish here is for Regulus to bring in those water codes, to bring in this 2 of Cups, okay, to bring in this love, bring the ravens out of the rain with their weatherproof, right, energies here. Queen of Pentacles, right, is really nurturing what needs nurtured most, okay? Home, hearth, those that need the support that they aren't getting from others. That's where the Empress is putting their effort in right now, right? It's the children, it's the earth, it's the animals. Yeah, okay, Page of Pentacles. The masculine energy is, right, with this full moon, going to have a little bit of an enlightenment, I feel, okay, about whether they want to be on the inside of or the outside of that fence, okay, that 9 of Wands. Six of Wands in reverse with the 2 of Wands, okay. there's a recognition that if they want to be seen, if they want their path to be open, there really does have to be, you know, an open dialogue, which they have been using only energetically. Okay, Father of Swords in reverse and Ace of Swords in reverse. Somebody has been trying to avoid a tower and talk about the truth about their feelings. But it's coming clear that they can't do that anymore. Okay, the deck is not in reverse, but we've got, okay, Seven of Swords in reverse. This last little bit of clarity has really shown through that truth needs to be spoken. All right, and again, we've got here in the bottom, Eight of Cups, right? Because everything else has been broken, except for the speaking of the truth. Yeah, okay, again, the feminine wants to be seen in all of their glory this week because they're embodying, right, the Emperor's energy. They're embodying like, oh, look at me, right? I feel like the masculine energy feels like this creates a slow growth, right? Because they feel like they can just lean back, be patient, wait for something else to happen. Oliver has come to join us on the floor. Okay, yeah. All right, Seven of Wands here. There's an inner fight, you know, within there. The Sun in reverse, Joy in reverse. Okay, which is making them realize, right? How do I make myself happy? Leap into the direction of transformation. That's what I feel like is happening. But Queen of Wands here, you don't know whether to trust it or whether to not trust it. So where's the divine feminine energy in the current journey space? Okay, observing. Perhaps a little bit of watching online, watching readings. Okay, observing what's happening. Letting the energetic space transform so that the truth can be spoken, and even embodying your own, right? Speaking that truth, right? Seeking an outcome. Ready for one way or the other for a new cycle, okay, to come in. Okay, writing things down, journaling, journaling those beautiful journeys to see what else you can glean from it. Okay, but there's a part of this where you feel like perhaps the masculine part of your heart or the masculine that you care for is never going to awaken. Spirit's like, right, focus on your own sunshine and again, your own wishes. Speak that into truth. Bring that forward to you. Because what can you tell me about this unawakened energy? Okay, yeah, when it comes in, it will come in unexpectedly. Okay, whether this is about getting the job that you love or the person that you love, your heart is going to be taken by surprise by whatever this is, feminine or masculine. Okay? And it's because the feminine is waiting for the harvest, right? The feminine embodiment knows, okay, nothing will birth before its time. Okay, and some harvests are late. Do you know that my favorite wine in the world is Riesling? And it's a very late harvest. And it doesn't age in the hard oak barrels. They usually age it in the stainless. And it's like a dessert wine. And it's one of my favorites. But it's because of this late harvest that it comes in. Okay. Again, it's the balance. All right. That's yin and yang is starting to align. I feel like Pisces season, right? This is calling you over this next season to align your inner feminine and masculine, right? I feel like somebody has been feeling overwhelmed emotionally in this friend zone. Whether this is, it could be that you have a best friend but has found a new best friend, right? We've all been through those kind of scenarios. Or at work, somebody new has been hired and the boss is like, oh, this is my new favorite person, right? And you feel sidelined, okay? It brings up those underlying emotions of the feminine heart, okay? And it's harder for our masculine energy to really work through that. And I do feel that part of that is what you are kind of flowing through right now, is this trying to kind of align with all of that. That's why I feel like the Empress is coming out as an Emperor's energy. Okay, tell me more then about how you're feeling. How are you feeling? Thank you. Okay, there's a craving, a longing, a desire, right? I want to be seen in whatever way it is that you are seeking. You just want to be seen fully within your embodiment, okay? And then wanting to be seen brings up these old feelings of guilt, regret, okay? Expectations is what they're saying. Perhaps of not being first place, not being, okay, the one that people are aware of, or the one that your love is aware of, okay? So what can you work on this week? Realize that you are on the quest, right? You've started on a difficult search for something of meaning. I'm on the journey to something I can feel is very important, but is yet out of reach. Okay, you started the quest. They're asking me to pull in the hero's journey oracle here, right? Because that is all about the quest. It is more or less the live action, like the live role play, right, of our life is the hero's journey again and again. Okay, dream sanctuary. Attend to the simple things, because what you need is going to come to you in your dreams. And it may seem like really weird. My daughter has had stomach issues from birth. Okay, we've done a lot of work on it. I really feel like she probably needs, and this is TMI, but she probably needs like a transplant of good bacteria because she was second generation C-section. Okay, but she had a dream right before waking up this morning, and she went into this bathroom and there was this like really ugly, horrible, like centipede sort of thing. And I'm like, well, how do you think if you have tummy issues, you're going to feel about what's awaiting you in a bathroom, right? Like, it was like her stomach was trying to tell her what it was foreseeing was going to happen. And it's funny because she's been off dairy, and today is her day for her doctor wants her to do a day of dairy all day long for 24 hours, every meal. And so maybe she's foreseeing how she's going to feel tomorrow, and she will never want dairy again. Okay, for this you were born, angel number 22. Okay, foster your intentions for incarnating in this dimension. Okay, some of you are in struggle still because you are such star seeds. Okay, could be first time incarnated on the earth. Okay, but you feel that pull to something more, and you don't feel connected to where you're at in this dimension. And a lot of us will take in that dream sanctuary and we'll chase other dimensions to fix other dimensions instead of working on us in this stasis. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, yep. Divine drunkenness. Okay, surrender to your spiritual reverie. The challenge here, though, is to, right, not get drunk on the spiritual work to the point that, like when we talk about plant medicine, okay, some people chase plant medicine, chase meditation, chase light work, the way that an addict would chase alcohol. Okay, it is chasing the spiritual part without doing the homework, which is why when we do the journey, I have you write it down, and then it's giving you homework. It's giving you things to explore and look at and change and transform. Okay, because the transformation gives you the reward. Okay, it gives you the calibration that you need to move forward on your path. Okay, 3 of Wands. That's what you need. That's what you're seeking. Let me get you. Sorry, Oliver. He's like, oh, Mommy, why you do that? Let's see if we can get a spirit animal to come out and talk. Okay. The dolphin. Again, I feel like there's a lot about friendship coming out in this week, and the feminine trying to find the feminine heart. Whether you are male or female doesn't matter, but the feminine heart is trying to find their community. Okay, trying to find their place where they fit in. Okay, because so many of you that are drawn to this, you don't really know where you fit in. Okay, follow the bear, the north node, your true soul purpose. Okay, when you move into the bear, you move into that north node. Okay, even though the east is technically the sun, right? I feel like the bear is pulling you into that sun before you arrive there, right? Kind of mystically, so that you have to focus in on what is going to bring you happiness. Okay, what is your purpose? Because if you don't know your purpose, you're not going to know who your people are. Okay, you're not going to find that space. You're going to keep feeling like this weird, awkward being. Okay, and the dragonfly, you're transforming, but it, again, the blue, the throat chakra, it comes through speaking your truth. Okay, you have to be ready to transform. Okay, that nymph energy, right? Might feel like being the sacrificial lamb, but it's also the new birth of your energy expanding, your chakras connecting with others because you've activated all of those chakras. Okay, yeah, and there we have it, the buffalo heart. If you haven't watched last week's, go watch it. I believe I talked about the buffalo heart last week. And if I didn't, it is the white calf woman, okay? If I haven't told you enough about her, right? It is the white calf woman. It is the, I do think I talked last week as well about the buffalo heart as this week. Did she come in both weeks or just this week? Let me see if I can look. Okay, let me go back to Okay, so I did become, so one thing, I became a dragonfly that had the condor within it earlier this week. Okay, the masculine, the sun is red, right, in the masculines. And the belief, the Chiron. Okay, yep, and we talked about the dragonfly last week. And the greatest grandmother. And walking through and meeting the buffalo, right? Spiritual leader giving a sacrifice as a labor of love. The buffalo calf woman, or woman in white, stands here today with us. Okay, the weaver, grandmother spider, stands above. Here's where we came from, right? So the buffalo is bringing us to where we came from. And okay. I feel like that's really what we needed to know there, is that we are moving into a new world. Tell me what else. Is there anything else? Yeah, see, the buffalo heart is healing. Okay, we're healing our throat chakra, healing our inner child who has been locked away without being able to speak its truth. Okay, which brings us into an alignment with those lower root chakras. Okay, very much that Emperor's energy. And it takes us to a new cycle, okay? The nothingness, the void of the moon. The next void of the moon, let me tell you. Okay. The next void, extra long void of the moon, is going to be the 24th and then the 28th. Okay, but I feel like it's the 24th that is the most important one. Mercury will be square with Uranus at that time. Okay, the 28th, what it will be pulling in is it will be pulling in that pre-new moon in Pisces. Okay, so once we get through the 28th, we'll have the sun working with Uranus, bringing in real change. But Mercury square Uranus is really going to be you feeling like you can't speak, okay, but your heart can for you. So I feel like we're practicing our speaking this week so that we can have that alignment with our heart to where when we get to the end of the month, our heart is going to speak for us. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys this week. Much, much love. So much love. And I will see you next week. All right. Bye.